YouTube, and welcome to another episode of my Lord of the Rings Online Let's Play. This is Northstar, and hello on Twitch as well. If any of you are watching, YouTube gets first greetings because they still have far more viewers for now. I've managed to get Twitch to stream without tons and tons of dropped frames by setting bitrate to auto adjust, so hopefully this is a way to help grow my channel on YouTube and build a Twitch following as well at the same time, because I desperately need to make money off my streaming, which I am nowhere near doing. To survive with my long COVID, Social Security is find my Social Security case, though I'm finding more resources than I thought to maybe help with that. Maybe I can push through, but well, there may be people to help. With the Trump administration, the government is also very, very dedicated to screwing over people like me. So, I'm here at Nagaland, a little outpost. It's mostly used for newbie quests of the dwarves. My character is a dwarf, and he is my main, and I'm just going back and doing some quests in Eredaloon that I haven't done. I was looking across at, there's a fortress there. It was a little more visible before the night got darker. There is a day-night cycle in Lord of the Rings Online. It's quite slow. My jaw's hurting, clicking a little. I mean, it's gonna click, trying to get that dealt with. But hard on Medicaid. When people cover this kind of thing, actually, it's hard. Even outpatient clinics, they mostly just send you to the dental schools, which can be quite a distance away. You get stuff like this dealt with. Anyways, you can see a little green there. Is that actually dawn coming? Is that why it's so dark? It's always darkest before the dawn. But yeah, there's a fortress there. I'm tempted to go check it out. I seem to remember it being a Dour Hand Evil Dwarf fortress. Yeah, the dwarves are supposedly more resistant to corruption, more inherently good than most races, and yet there are the Dour Hands, which are evil dwarves. Game turns that notion on its head, probably deciding that was a little racist to Tolkien. Although it's, it's a fantasy realm where rules are different. I'll check that out briefly, but I was going to be head down to Gondamon. I actually was on the way there. Just like, let's see what's here. What's this? A Vale Wildcat, level 7. And generally the wildlife in the area can give you a idea of... Blue Crag Goblin. There are achievements for killing goblins. Garbage. I mean, maybe I'll collect it because, nothing else, you can just sell it to the nearest vendor. There is one there in Nagaland who sells rations or something you can sell him. Okay, here's one of the gates. And it's sealed, and there's a couple random goblins hanging out near it. Yeah. In theory, this will lead to other regions yet to be added to the game, I guess. West of the Grey Havens. Sarthor is, yeah, that's the Dour Hands. So there is something, the way I'm currently facing, actually. Up in the mountains that way. That was just a gate that's a dead end. Kind of invisible wall to the region, or not so invisible in this case. The dwarves, this idea, they've created fortified gatehouses, except gatehouses lead to nowhere. Because the gates are closed and there's no way through them. It'd be nice if at some point the devs expand to these regions, just because Tolkien doesn't say a lot of them. Doesn't mean that there's nothing there, obviously. It would leave them free to, do the stuff they do. That already takes artistic license, obviously, with his world, without actually touching on areas that are just detailed at all, even in his maps, very sparsely. I don't know. Some of it would just be more wildlands, but there's something to be said for wide open areas without a lot of people. There's actually much Middle Earth is probably too thickly settled in this game. It's supposed to be a world that's the sentient races are somewhat in decline. Oh, that's an interesting tree. Stands out against all the others. I don't know, I just noticed that. Grimclaw Chillwind. Oh yeah, this is a boss. Sorry. Allergies is mold plus blue-green mold, so it's not dangerous. Although I actually noticed a little black mold around the bathtub apartment, so that's a problem. It's like brown-black mold. That can actually be harmful to human health. But blue-green, that's most of the places in the ventilation system, is relatively harmless, but still sets off my allergies because of winter dryness. Copper deposit, but I don't feel like mining it right now. Although I can with the universal toolkit. Yep, prospector mining duration. I forget if actual prospector tools have a crit chance or something would increase the chance of collecting gemstones or whatnot. He wants me to collect haunches of bear meat. He wants me to collect wolf pelts. I did find some bears earlier. I don't much feel like doing that. I'm doing mostly the stuff that's actually advances some kind of storyline. You carry with you a fetish the Blue Crag Goblin tried. So, I did kill one earlier. And here's some outlaws and Celebrant essences. They're often given for low level quests. So low level characters can't use anything higher level, like simple Athalas, which requires being level 15. You carry with you a fetish of the Blue Crag Goblin Cribes. It's clear that the vile creatures are on the move and intend to launch offensive against the Vale of Thrain. Troubling news to be sure. We must crush the Goblin forces, become an even greater threat. Their presence in the Vale is a festering blight in the land. If we don't stop it now, it will spread like a shadow across the land. Celebrant solves. At least moderately useful to me. By moderately, I say that very, very generously. Barely useful at all. And I don't know, maybe I'll sell that. Let's sell my junk to this guy. Broken branches, gloomy dust piles. He even has the stuff I sold before. Ah, wait, the white hides can actually be useful. As can the mad furs. And skins, these things are task items and they'll sell on the market for a little money. And repair my equipment. It takes damage from, fighting. You can see what up the ones for quests I have. You restored the water flow while it's not flowing nearly enough at all. You may have cleared out some problems over at Naglon, but there must be something else blocking the flow around here. This is for the gear quests, first, second, third gear, if I remember. Or no, it's a different one. That's the to him, right? Anyways, the goblins in these hills are causing no end of grief. They blocked off the river with debris and slowed the flow to trickle, and what water exists is fouled by their presence. I can send a crew to remove the debris, but I need someone with a stout heart and strong sword arm to clear out some of the goblins. I can't afford to lose any workers. What with the dour hands contend with? You can find the canal west of here, just past the hills. The goblins have a camp west of their makeshift dam. Right, clear the way. There's a quest marker for this. Basically, this area southwest. I have to actually go up north in order to circle that way. No, it was over by this tree I saw before. I'm looking for goblins. I don't much care about the wolves, although I could have gone for a wolf pelt thing. High enough level, the wolves don't much care about me. Here we go, blue crag, goblin. Huh. Uh, is that a range for that? There's a novices. I like that because it's got a bit of an area of effect. Easy enough. And there's a dim candle, crude whetstone. My character's still an apprentice scholar, I think. Some more broken daggers, which I've been collecting. Oh, no, but he hasn't fully mastered apprentice scholar stuff. So he might need to do some of that for XP. So the dim candle, not useless. He's crude whetstone, mostly useless, but this will sell. I actually have a number of the broken daggers somewhere. I think I stored them away. And the light hides their crafting material. They'll sell for a little bit. Now let's just use that. Anything that can be redeemed. Task item sell for a little. Alright. Blue Crag Spoiler is a little harder to find. Gotta be around here somewhere. All I see are wolves. Natural creatures. Cloven Vale. Yeah, it looks like I have to get down there into Cloven Vale. Maybe that's where it wanted me to go in the first place, but how do I get in there? If I try and jump down the cliff. Death. Gotta go the long way around. Maybe I was in the wrong place to begin with. I don't know. The lag gets bad. This mouse navigation doesn't always work. This horse is annoyingly slow. You get, I think, level 45. You can get your combat steed. Get the fast one. It's less health, but it's more useful for getting around the terrain. War horses, at least where you can use them. It has a tire turning radius. If you turn down speed, then here we go. This is where I was meant to go. Here's a blue crag trapper. Alright, Buffet, abilities, boom. I have a one chest here. Silver coins, opal, silver ore, broken hatchet, silver itself. Don't care about you, novices. There we go. Spoilers. These are what I'm after. Guys do the real damage. And Trapper. Oh yeah, I have an archer. Why did I not call him before? And things froze for a moment. I'll queue up a noble mark in the sky. What in the heck? Getting drop frames. All this because I called my archer. Right. Archers are not as good at buffing. Obviously, I got the enemy of goblins too.